Think about the last time you stepped on a scale. You see a number, you feel a certain way, and you move on. But here is a chilling truth. That scale is lying to you. You can look lean on the outside and still be suffocating on the inside. Beneath your skin, wrapped tightly around your liver, your heart, and your intestines, lies a silent occupier. This is visceral fat. It is not just extra padding. Science reveals it is a rogue endocrine system, a toxic factory that lives inside you. Every single day, it sends out invisible signals that hijack your hunger, drain your energy, and keep your body in a constant state of internal war. You feel tired, you feel bloated, and you wonder why your body seems to be working against you. It is because you are being occupied. But today, the occupation ends. We are going deep inside the biology of a breakthrough. You are about to see exactly what happens when this hidden invader finally starts to break down, and how your body begins its spectacular journey of rebirth. The revolution doesn't start with a bang. It begins with a whisper. Deep inside your cells, when your body senses that its usual fuel is running low, it doesn't panic. It sends out a series of encrypted messages. These are your metabolic hormones, acting like urgent emails dispatched during a crisis. The target is clear: Command Central. Because visceral fat lives in the heart of your body's capital, right next to your major organs and blood vessels, it is the first to hear the call. While the fat under your skin sits quietly in the suburbs, visceral fat is already opening its vault. It reacts to these hormonal signals with incredible speed. It begins to melt, releasing high-energy molecules into your bloodstream. But this isn't just fuel. These are urgent memos alerting your liver, your muscles, and your heart. The message says, "The plan has changed. Stop burning sugar. We have reinforcements incoming." Right now, as you sit there, perhaps feeling a slight pang of hunger or a flicker of focus, a quiet metabolic coup is taking place. Your body isn't just losing weight, it is flipping a switch. It is choosing to run on its deepest, most powerful reserves. The gate is open, and there is no turning back. But every revolution has its price. As the vault of visceral fat bursts open, a flood of fatty acids pours into your bloodstream. It is a tidal wave of energy, but it brings something else with it. For years, this fat has acted like a toxic warehouse. It has been locking away heavy metals, pesticides, and the chemical leftovers of modern life to keep you safe. Now, as the walls come down, those long-buried secrets are suddenly back in circulation. Your system is hit by a sudden, invisible storm. Your liver, your kidneys, and your lymphatic system go into overdrive, struggling to process the mess. This is why you might feel a strange fog clouding your brain. You might feel a heavy fatigue in your limbs or a sudden swing in your mood. Don't mistake this for failure. Your body isn't breaking down. It is deep cleaning on a cellular level. It is the mess before the masterpiece. Think of it like gutting an old, cluttered house. It gets dusty, it gets loud, it feels chaotic. But this is the only way to clear out the smoke and the toxins that have been burning you from the inside out for decades. You are in the middle of the storm. The old you is being dismantled, clearing the path for the engine that is about to roar to life. As the dust from the initial cleanup settles, the true transformation begins. At the heart of it all is your liver. For years it was overwhelmed, acting as a storage site rather than a processing plant. But now, freed from the suffocating pressure of visceral fat, the liver begins to upgrade its own machinery. It starts producing powerful enzymes that slice through fat with surgical precision. It stops struggling with sugar and begins to craft something remarkable: ketones. This is a premium, high-octane fuel designed specifically to light up your brain and stabilize your energy. Nearby, your pancreas finally catches its breath. For the first time in a long time, it doesn't have to scream. It no longer pumps out massive waves of insulin just to get your cells to listen. Resistance fades into a whisper. Your blood sugar levels, once a volatile roller coaster, begin to smooth out into a steady, calm stream. You'll feel it as a sudden lifting of the veil. That afternoon crash you used to dread? It's gone. That desperate craving for something sweet? It's vanishing. Your internal command center is no longer in damage control. It is back in charge, running a lean, efficient, and incredibly powerful operation. The engine is finally tuned. With the command center back in control, a wave of relief washes over the rest of your body. Your heart, once forced to pump through a landscape of inflammation and pressure, finally breathes easier. The arteries, no longer hugged by aggressive fat, start to relax. Your blood pressure stabilizes, not because of a pill, but because your life support system has been set free. But the most surprising celebration happens in your gut. Think of your digestive system as a garden that has been scorched by the heat of chronic inflammation for years. As that heat fades, the soil begins to cool. Beneficial bacteria, the ones that protect your immunity and sharpen your mind, start to bloom again. These tiny allies do something incredible. They begin to produce serotonin, your natural chemical for happiness and calm. This is the bridge between your gut and your brain. As the inflammation dies down, the stress signals to your mind finally stop. You'll notice a strange sense of peace. Your sleep becomes deeper. Your mood becomes a steady horizon instead of a stormy sea. You aren't just looking better in the mirror. You are feeling lighter in your soul. The internal war has ended, and in its place, a thriving ecosystem is starting to grow. This is the final transformation. You have moved beyond just losing weight. You have reprogrammed your very existence. Your body has now become a master of flexibility. Think of it as a high-performance hybrid engine. You are no longer a prisoner to the next meal or the next sugar rush. When glucose is low, your system doesn't stall, it shifts. It slides effortlessly into its deep reserves, burning fat and ketones with a quiet, steady power that lasts all day. Your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, are no longer sluggish or choked by metabolic trash. They are firing with a clean, white-hot efficiency. This is why the brain fog has vanished, replaced by a razor-sharp focus that feels like a superpower. But the most beautiful part is the new biological set point. Your nervous system has finally stepped out of survival mode. It no longer feels the need to hoard dangerous fat for a rainy day because it finally trusts the environment you have created. The war is over. The occupation is gone. What remains is a body that is smarter, faster, and more resilient than ever before. This wasn't just a diet. It was a rebirth. And for the first time in a long time, your biology isn't something you have to fight. It is something that is finally fighting for you. Now, take a deep breath. Feel that? That is the sound of a body in harmony. You have traveled from the suffocating grip of a hidden invader to the dawn of a high-performance engine. But the journey doesn't end with a thinner waistline. It ends with a fundamental shift in who you are. You are no longer reacting to your body's whims. You are leading it. The science is clear. When you give your system the space to heal, it rewards you with a level of resilience you thought you had lost to age or stress. This isn't a temporary fix. It is a new foundation. Every time you choose to fast, every time you prioritize deep sleep, and every time you fuel yourself with intention, you are reinforcing this new biological trust. You have moved from survival to mastery. Understanding your body is the ultimate superpower. Because when you finally know how the machine works, you no longer have to fear the future. You don't have to fear the food. You can finally live, knowing that the silent war is won. Your transformation is complete. Now, go out and live it.